Hello everyone and welcome. It's Jana. I'm glad you're here today, and Happy New Year. So I can't believe we're in 2024 already. Saturday before the new year, I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked up this Paper Studio Winter Wonderland paper crafting kit. Very inexpensive, and I just thought it was darling. So I'm going to be working with it today, and I'm going to pull it out of these plastic sheets because I know my lighting reflects pretty poorly on that. So I just wanted to show you the kit. So it's just at your local Hobby Lobby, and these are so cute. Let's see if I get that out of the way. Just all these little cute pieces that you can embellish with, and they're double stacked for some dimension. So super cute. And then you also get all of these. I'm not sure I'll use those. A lot of times I don't immediately find a need for those, but we'll see. And then in addition to the kind of the pop-ups, you get just some flat stickers, and they have some of the similar things on them. Just really super cute. You know, I'm done with Christmas card making, but it is winter, and I said on my last video, we actually got our first taste of winter on New Year's Eve. We have had really mild weather, and so winter's here, and it'll be here for probably 3 or 4 more months. So I thought it'd be fun to make some winter cards, and I love this color palette. So we've got these blue aqua teal ferns and flowers, and some pine cones, and then we've got some snowflakes, and there's also some foil or metallic on there that's pretty as well. And then we've got just some trees, and then we've got a plaid, which is so stinking cute. And then we've got like kind of a scene with that. So I just think it's really pretty. And then while I was out and about, I hit all my favorite places. Well, I went to the nail salon. Oh, well, I went to Chick-fil-A. I went to the nail salon. I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Joann's, and I went to Michael's. And at Michael's, I picked up this Reflections pack here. It had a couple pinks, a gray. I haven't had any gray in my craft room for a while, and I kept thinking about that. And of course, I loved all these colors with it. And I just cut some of these down, and I'm gonna work with these. I think they'll look fabulous with that kit. But let's look at that gray. That gray is one that I could think about bringing in. That one's got a little speck on there, but we could use the back side. I might cut that down too. That's something we could definitely use. So anyway, I just had a little fun shopping. Didn't really spend, clearly, very much because that's, this is not expensive stuff. But I think it will be beautiful regardless of the cost. So let me just hold that up there so you can see all those real quick. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let me get situated here, and let's just start building a card or two. Okay, so I showed you the paper pack that I was going to work with, but I did not show you these dies that I'm going to work with. These are called Stylized Border Trio, and they were a small die of the month for Spellbinders, but Spellbinders still has these, and they're only $10 right now. So I don't know how many they have left, but I would get them because they're really neat, and it just kind of gives you a picture of what all you can do with them. But I'm going to be bringing these in for these cards, and I really like them. So I think I've got enough stuff together that we can begin making some cards. The one thing I didn't bring in was a card base. So I've got some card bases here, and I'll just get them ready to go. So I've got top folding. So we'll just score at 5.5. We're going to make 3 cards, and hopefully we can do it fairly quickly. And I will tell you, you probably see this paper again because I love it. I think it's really pretty, and I think there'll be lots of uses for it this winter season. So I'm just in love with the colors. And I really, I was just browsing the aisles and happened to see this pack hanging there, and I was like, oh, gotta get it. So I don't know, you just get inspired by certain things, and I love that, and it helps you to be creative. Okay, so I've got those 3 card bases ready, and we're just gonna start pulling in. I'll just lay these aside here, and we'll just start pulling in some of our panels. Let's just start with this one. It's on top here. And this one I took the die and I went around there and cut that out. And then I took another die and I cut some of this scrap that I had, and I trimmed that panel down. And so we'll be able to put that on there like that, and that'll be really pretty. So I think we'll just get started building this card here. And it's going to be a top folding. Just bring in my bone folder and go over that. I use that plastic thing that comes with the score buddy, and the bone folder works a little bit nicer. I'm happy I finally got one. Okay, so I'm just going to use some of my glue and just get this laid down. I think this will be pretty. I haven't decided exactly what pop-ups or stickers I'm going to use on them yet. I'm just got the papers and was just kind of inspired by that. So we'll just see where this takes us. This plaid is so gorgeous. I love it. I think it's just really pretty. It's just so, pale and, I don't know, dusty looking. And I just thought it'd be really pretty. And I thought this paper just paired nicely with it. So I think I'll just lay this one flat as well. And we'll see where we go. I'm thinking about maybe, I don't know. Let me get this laid down here. See if we can get this lined up a little bit better. I've got it on there kind of crooked. I ought to be able to line it up. It's got plaid on there. That ought to help. That looks pretty good, I think. That's better. Okay, and then I've got this. And I was actually thinking about maybe doing some ink blending around the edges before I glued that down. So give me a minute. I'm going to grab some ink and a blending brush, and let's just blend around there just a little bit, just to kind of add a little depth to it. I've grabbed two here and I can't decide exactly what I want to use. So I'm going to grab two blending brushes, and I've got a tiny little scrap of the, that's the lighter color, the darker color. Let's cut, I got a piece over here. Let's just bring in a tiny little scrap and test it out. Now I've got some ink on here because I used this earlier. I'm not sure this is going to be right, but we'll give it a try. That kind of looks just about like our paper that we've got here. That might work, but let's just see what the darker color looks like and see if that adds some wow to it. Okay, so we've got this and we've got that. I think I'm going to go with a similar color. I don't know. I guess I don't want to mess it up. I love the color palette and I don't want to get too carried away. So I'm going to just go with the lighter palette. So we've got Broken China here is what we're using. And I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Try to keep things clean. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edge and just lightly darken that edge all the way around there. I think I went a little too light. There we go. Just adding a little bit of depth to the edge of that. I thought we were going to make some quick cards, and then I decided to kind of get in there and mess around with it. So I think this will be pretty. Just trying to be careful, not get too blotchy. And then we'll go a little bit over this, but we're going to have that other layer on top of it, so I think it'll be all right. And I think that's just enough to make it kind of soften a little bit. I like that. Okay, so let's get this out of here and clean up our mess, and then we'll start assembling our card. Okay, so let's bring that back in. And before we do anything, I'm going to get situated here, and I'm going to lay this down on there, and I think it'll be so pretty. So we can find some scissors or tweezers. Just grab it here, and we'll just get some glue on here, and then we'll get it laid down. I guess, you know, some crafters are real bold. They like the bold colors and I think I'm just a kind of more of a softer muted is my go-to, I think. It seems like I get most excited about my cards that are, I'm going to go over, I think, that are more delicate and muted. So I think that's my style. I'm finding it. I'm finding my style out. So I guess it's time. At 55, you should probably know your style. Now this year I've set some goals for my channel, and they're not numbers or anything like that. I actually put them in my, I'm going to open it up so I save the right thing. But I want to be clear in my information, and I want to be clean. I like to have a clean workspace and not have clutter on the screen. I know there are lots of different types of crafters, but I want to be clean so that you are not distracted and can just focus on what I'm working on. Of course, I want to be interesting. I know sometimes I can be a little bit sober, and so I want to be interesting and fun. And most of all, I want to be authentic. I want to be who I am and what I stand for, and that's one of the things I want to be. So I'm liking this. I think it's really pretty. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pop it up because I want to add some extra dimension to it. And I've got some foam tape piled underneath some paper here. And I think something might have just fallen in my trash can that wasn't supposed to. So I'll have to check that later. Now, do you ever have that? Have you ever done that? I've dove into my trash can in my craft room more times than I care to admit, where I've maybe dropped something in there, or maybe I can't find a die and I'm afraid that it's in there. So I'll go trash digging and see if I can find it. I usually do find my stuff. That's the one good thing. I've been fortunate, but I try to keep it clear enough that I can find stuff. Let's see, what else did I have? I just want to bring some content that is interesting and encouraging and uplifting. So that's kind of my goals. So hopefully I can do that, and I'll try my best. All right, I'm going to grab this, pull these off. I'll tell you, I know I've said on my channel, we've all been fighting kind of like a cold with a cough that never ends. And today I was really getting worried, but then I got some other cough medicine, and I think it's really helping, and I'm hopeful that maybe eventually I'm going to whip this cough. My husband had it, and the cough lasts a long time. Okay, so far I think that's just gorgeous. I mean, I love it. So now we get to do the fun stuff and bring in some interesting things to add to this. And I was thinking for this that I really liked, I like the skates, and if you're going skating, you got to take some cocoa with you. And so I was thinking I would do that. And these are really stuck on there really well. So I think I'm going to add some glue to them just so I can have a little bit of movability. And kind of get these set down on here. I think they're really cute. And like I said, if you're going out ice skating on the lake, you're definitely going to need some hot chocolate or something with you. So I'm going to lay this down with it, I think. I bent just a little bit when I pulled it off. We'll put some glue down on there. I think that's really cute. And then I also liked this, and I'm having a heck of a time pulling that off of there. I'm going to use my pick and stick and kind of get underneath there. See if I can pull that off of there a little bit easier without bending the Oh, that is tight. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull it off and put my own little sticker on there. But I thought that could look cute up in here. And just make a cute little card. I like that. Simple. It's fun when you get stuff like this that you don't have to think too much about because they've already thought about it for you and put a coordinating pack and some ephemera and some stickers and everything together. That's kind of nice when you're trying to just come up with something pretty quick and easy. So I think that is just gorgeous. And I like it. I hope you do too. Just fun. I like this element here too. Okay, let's move on to our next card. Now our next card, I've kind of got my stuff set up here. And I've got some of that gray that I was wanting. And I also used, you know, my die and did this. I thought this could be really pretty on the bottom. So I just need to bring in a card base and get it assembled. And I'm going to put this darker teal on the bottom. And we're going to show a little bit more of our pattern paper on this design. Don't you just love that color? I love it. Okay. And then we have this. So we'll just get it laid down. Now I don't mind not die cutting out the center of these for the Reflections paper pack because it's not that expensive, and I always, you know, like my Spellbinders cardstock and that, I like to cut the centers out and reuse those. But with the Reflections, I don't feel bad about doing that because it's very affordable, I should say. That's a much better way of saying it. But I love it. I mean, I love their colors. I go into Michael's regularly and pick them up because I do like the colors and the palettes that they put together. What happened to that little... I lost my little pin. Set my glue down for a minute and I get clogged. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. It was laying right there in plain sight. So what I need to do is stick it in the side of my bottle like that, and that way I don't lose it. Gotta follow your processes. When you don't, you run into problems. So we'll get this laid down on here. Oops, maybe. Try to get a good edge on there. That's a little bit better. There we go. Oh, is that all right? Looks a little crooked. We're gonna get there. Well, there we go. Okay, so we got that laid down. Now my plan was to put this on here, and I thought it was really pretty. And maybe we should just pop it up a little bit, just to give the card a little bit of dimension. Looks like I need a little bit of glue underneath there. Let's put that on there. And I'm just going to use these thin foam strips and just pop it up. Alrighty, let's get this laid down. Well, the boys will be back tomorrow, so I have a little routine at night. I'll get their little milk cups set out and their little breakfast plates, and I'll get them set out. And that way, when I get up, I can just get their breakfast ready and everything's ready to go. So, okay, so I've got that laid down on there, and I think that looks really pretty just like that. Now, what I was thinking with this was that I would bring in one of these and put on there. So hopefully I can get it off fairly well. These things are not wanting to pull off here. There we go. And we'll put some glue down on there. I try to get up a little bit before they get here because I have to have a couple cups of coffee and just a little bit of quiet time before they arrive. That's very important. So I try to do that, and then I've got a good day. So if I start my night, my evening before getting ready, it just works out better. So, but I am so fortunate that I was able to retire early and to spend time with my grandkids. I'm so fortunate and thankful for that. I just feel very blessed. It's been just a wonderful couple of years being home and taking care of those babies, and it's just been fun. So I'm going to lay that there. I think that looks pretty. And I want to put something here, but I'm not sure that any of our, I'm not sure that any of these will work, because I'll tell you, these are clear. And so I don't know that they'll show up very well on there. I could do let me see. I wonder if I could cut around this one. Because I might be able to just cut that hello off of there. And put it down on here. Let's give this a try. And hopefully these will pull off a little bit easier than the others did. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I've got this hello. And hopefully this will show up all right on that white paper. Let's see what we can do. Get this lined up. I think that'll be all right. I wasn't sure how well it would show up on there. But let's go ahead and, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and bring in some of these little blue snowflakes that are on here. See if I can get them to lift off of here all right. There we go. Where's those tweezers at? Sorry for the clanging and banging. Just kind of moving some stuff around. That looks cute. I wonder, can I do a bigger one there? Let's see, what sizes do we have? Let's try this other silver one. See if we can get it in there. I think that looks pretty. I think I'm going to stop. I'm trying to learn to know when to stop on my card, but I think that looks really pretty. Let's move on to the third one. Now this one's a little bit different. I wanted to use this from the die set, and I thought it'd be really pretty. Let's just let's build our card base first. I'm got my girlfriend scheduled again to have a birthday card making party. So I sent them out an invite, and they're all going to come over, and we're going to work through some birthday cards so that they'll have some birthday cards. They had a lot of fun with the Christmas card making, and they all said, we want to do this again. And so I thought, what a great, winter activity. When there's not much to do in the winter, then to have them all come over and go ahead and build our stash of birthday cards for the year. So none of them are card makers, but they've all crafted, at different times and on different things and stuff. But I might make a card maker out of them because they're coming back. So that was fun. So then I brought in, this is Spellbinders metallic card Essential Cardstock, or metallic. They're a metallic product. But with metallic, I like to use my double-sided tape. So I've got to grab that. Actually, I've got a tape runner here that is refilled, so I'm going to use it. Metallic takes a minute to dry on your paper. So if I can use a tape runner on it, I'm going to do that just because it will. Now, it's not forgiving. You got to get it on there right. But it just will give you that stick that you need right away. Let's see. I'm a little bit crooked. Is it going to let me do it? It is. Hallelujah. Okay. So I just want to get it squared away. I think that's closer. I know that metallic really shines on the camera, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with this because I'm sticking it to the metallic. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some tape runner. And I tried to make a little bit of a bigger edge around this, I think. Just a little bit. There we go. And I thought that would be fun. Now, this thing's going to have to be glued down, so let's go ahead and start gluing on it. What did I do with my glue? I keep dropping stuff on the floor. So if I'm breathing heavy, it's because I've got a cold and I'm chasing stuff all over my craft room floor. Anyway, so we're going to have this card making party. And what I did we weren't sure how we were going to approach last time. And they were all over the place. And so what we decided to do was use some card sketches. And so I think that's what we'll do for the birthday cards as well. In fact, what I'm thinking I'll do is do some pre-prep and maybe do Kendra's Card Challenge 13 and just pre-cut a couple different types of birthday patterns with those sketches, and then have those sketches at their seats with everything they need, and then they can just, and have some different options for embellishments and sentiments and stuff like that, and they can make it their own, but they'll have something to go by. So that's what we'll do, and it'll be fun. They'll have a good time. We'll have snacks and lots of laughs. It's on a Friday night, and last time I exposed them to Craft Roulette, so they had to watch that with me. So we did that. My sister she comes, and she has already watched Craft Roulette with me several times, so it wasn't a big deal for her. But I did have the rest of the girls watch it, so that was kind of fun. So hopefully the weather will hold out, and I got a little bit of glue on there. I may have to clean it up after after it dries, but I think it'll be just fine. It usually dries clear. Had my magnet stuck to my scissors, so clean that up. We used to, my sister and my girlfriends, we used to do all of those traveling craft parties. We did Stampin' Up, we did, Memory Keepers. We had all the parties, and it was just a vicious circle because somebody would book, and then of course you have to book off of them so that they get points to earn stuff and everything. And so for the longest time, my little circle of friends were just running from house party to house party and doing these crafting things. So we enjoyed it. But that was when our kids were young, and then they got older and they got into sports, and we had lots of activities and stuff, and we didn't get to do it. And now they're out of the house and we're retired, and we have more time to do these things, so that's fun. Okay, so I've got this laid down, and I think it looks really cool. And so my kids would laugh because I just said cool, But I was trying to decide if I have something that I would want to lay on here that we could adorn with. That's kind of cute. And then those little snowmen are cute. Maybe I'll just use this little snowman here. I like these pop-ups, other than the fact it's kind of hard to get them off of here. That was some serious foam tape that they had on there. I mean, so much so that it wouldn't come off of their little... Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. I think I'm going to use another sticker. I don't know if it'll show up. I might peel it off and kind of hold it over there and see how it'll work. I was thinking about maybe putting it here. I think it'll work. And just putting it on there. That is not stuck. Get some glue on there and get it stuck down. I wonder if I could... I'm going out on a limb here. I said that I don't normally use this stuff, but I've got an idea. I might not like it, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm thinking about putting snow on here and seeing what that looks like. I think it'll work. All right, I think we're headed down that path. Like I said, I don't normally use these, but why not? Yeah, that could be cute. I think that could be real cute. Okay, so let's give it a whirl, see what happens here. I'm going to have to get them lined up very nicely. Can we get them off of there? I need my little pokey tool. Poke that apart. There we go. Okay, I think we lost part of our S. Let's try again with another S. If at first you don't succeed, keep on going. That's my motto. You can do it. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. What it's doing is it's wanting to pull that middle, so I'm just pull the whole thing off, I think. Yeah. And then pull that away. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. You guys cook with gas? I don't. I have electricity at my house. Go with that. I probably should put the W on there and work my way in between. I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. Oops. Kind of leaving about the same distance between And it's hard because I've got the white around it to really gauge, because these are thinner than the actual piece of paper that they're on. They are fragile, that's for sure. Snow reminds me of White Christmas. I did get to catch that this season, and I was so happy. I always try to catch that every year, and I did catch it, and I was thrilled. It was down to the last minute. I think it was Christmas Day that I actually got to see it, and I love that movie. So I think that's cute. That finishes up our cards. We've got, I think we could, actually, I said that, have we got some things we could stick on here? I was thinking about maybe some of these, maybe this snowflake here. Let's do that real quick. And just add a little bit more to it. Put that on there. What else do we have? I think we'll just go with that. Okay, so we've got the first card that we made, which has got our skates and our, our warm coffee and our winter wonderland with our little blending. And then we've got our hello, and I think that one's really pretty with that. Very pretty. And then we've got our snow card. So I hope you like them. If you do, consider giving me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.